Hello everybody and welcome back to the We Only Do One Take podcast. It's the only podcast in the world and it is a complete shit show. I am Turch and with me this week, very special co-host and very special guest. With me is my co-host Berger. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good.
And we're so happy to have him here. International superstar, rap genius, an Australian icon. It's Bangz. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good. You?
Oh, amazing to have you in the studio.
Yeah,
amazing to have you in the
Thank you,
studio. We
thank
love
you
to
for
have
having me.
artists on here. It's so good to talk to you.
Thanks for having me here.
That's it. Now, I think a lot of people around the world, at least in Australia, definitely Australia knows you
Yeah.
as a rapper, and you've done a whole bunch of stuff. And some of our international listeners might know who you are.
Even when I was in the US, people know me there. When I was in Europe, people know me. You know, I remember when I went to London, 2014. I was in Westminster, going for work around the bridge, and then somebody told me, "Hey, you Bangz?
That's
hey,
awesome.
Come take a photo." hey. I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Well, look, people should know you anyway from your 10 years ago now, something crazy like that.
It's like 12 years ago.
12 years ago, you released
2009, you know?
Released a song called Take You to the Movies.
Yeah, I'm just surprised that people still remember that. I'm like, that's like 12 years ago. People should be thinking something like you now. We get like, take you on a date, take you KFC, take you Macca's, like all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, people are good and...
They still remember, man. They still remember. Well, let's take it all the way back because you migrated. I'm going to go all the way back here. You migrated here in the mid-90s from Sudan. So that's where your heritage is from.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sudan, yeah. So.
And then straight away you were like, music is it was one thing that you wanted to do, from what I can understand.
Yeah. Before I even came to Australia, my dream was to be a woodworker.
A woodworker, like carpenter?
Yep. When I was a kid. So, and
good
then
goal. Make a lot of cash these days.
Yeah. I remember I used to go and sit down, watch the woodworkers, how they make carpet and how they make like, furniture, all this stuff. Mm. And I was learning from them until I came to Australia, 2003. Yeah. You know, and then from there I was so in love with the music. Yeah. You know, I used to listen back to 50 Cent, Chingy, Fabulous. So I just I was so in love with the music, and then I'm like, okay, let me try to rap and let me try to see how it sounds like.
Do you remember? Do you remember how you discovered those artists?
Actually, when I was in Egypt, I heard about them before I came to Australia. Yeah. Because when I was in Egypt, they were like, oh, when you go out, you're gonna hear this. You're gonna see them. You're gonna see them in real life and all that. So when I came to Australia, I'm like, where are the artists now? I can't find them. Where are they?
They're all hidden at home in their basements making music.
And then someone told me that they're in USA, and I'm like, which America? Is it North America or South America? Yeah, I used to get a bit confused. So then it took time to be like, oh, now I know where they actually are. Yeah. And then I'm like, okay.
I went to the wrong place. I went all the way south to the hemisphere. Should have gone north.
Yeah.
But I'm having a look here from what all reading up. You said Chingy was a big thing, and then Soulja Boy was another big influence on you as well. And I love Soulja Boy.
So crazy.
I love him. And to see
back then, this was crazy, man.
I can't believe that he's trying to. Did you know he's trying to sell video game consoles at the moment?
Yeah, the console.
He's getting sued by Nintendo because he keeps getting all the copy games.
I think he was getting it from China or something like that. So they've been selling it, like endorsing them or something like that, and they're like, oh, it's for sale, and then after that, you make a lot of money. I don't know. It's just.
Oh, that's great. And then when it comes to the producer side, Dr. Dre, from what I understand, Dr. Dre is your big influence when it comes to the producing sort of side.
Yeah, Dr. Dre, he used to be like crazy until now,
He still is. He's still doing it.
Yeah,
the Super Bowl.
He is the one that covered the beats, Dre beats too. It was really.
And what sort of drew you? Like, is it just the catchiness of the songs or the beats when it comes to Chingy and Soulja Boy?
It's just the catchy, like the words are so simple, and the beats is so like hip hop beats. It used to be simple to make. Yeah. And catchy melodies.
That's what you want.
Yeah, that's what I always do until now. So.
That's it. And from that, I guess did you take any cultural influences from? Do you still take any of those cultural influences from where you came from, like in Sudan? What was the music like? Like you said, the first time you sort of listened to these was in Egypt. But Sudan, do you take any of that sort of cultural heritage with you in your rap, or is that something?
Not
Nah,
really, not
nah.
really. They only listen Arabic music.
Yeah.
Some of them they listen English.
Yeah, yeah.
But the accent is different though.
Yeah.
Because they listen to West Africans and East African English. Like the language is a bit different.
Yeah.
But most of the time they listen to Arabic music.
Okay.
So yeah, so people still know me there, but not as much as Western world.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so it's big here. That's why.
That's awesome. And then your first band was the Nubian Nights. Is that right?
Yeah. Oh man. that was like how long?
Oh,
Nubian Night. Actually, I was part of the Nubian Nights. You know. So they started. There were two of them.
Okay.
Two people started them, and then I used to be in the visual, and then the two started the band, and then we used to write songs and feature them, and then I used to be with when we do rehearsal.
Now I'm gonna put it out there. I could not find one recording online.
Yeah.
I was so sure.
Yeah,
I was like, I wanted to listen to early Banks.
Yeah. We haven't put a lot in YouTube back then, you know, because we didn't even know much about YouTube back then. So yeah, everything we record was on a CD, and then we just give it to people to listen to, and then they haven't even the two guys. They haven't even done video clips that as a group, you know, as a Nubian Night. They only recorded a full album, but they haven't been going for long, you know.
Yeah.
So then from that, I started to be in the visual, and I started to record my own album. That's when I started to be.
Yeah.
Have you got any of those old recordings at home?
I still have the album. Yeah. I still have the album.
We need to get our hands on that.
Put it somewhere. You gotta put it somewhere for us to listen to, man.
It's one of those hidden gems.
Put it on your new app.
Maybe, but I have. There was a song from them going to the app.
Oh,
song
really?
From the Nubian Night, but I'm not in it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's from them.
Just a crossover that we don't expect.
Yeah.
So that sort of leads us to, I guess, your first solo rap record. So after you sort of left Nubian Nights, you was like, you know, I'm going to do this a bit by myself.
Yeah. So I started, you know, like when they were hustling, you know, I started to do my own stuff. You know, make my own beats.
Yeah.
You know, I used to make beats in Ableton most of the time. I used to do
Ableton's
that.
great.
Yep. I make beats. That's why I make my Take You to the Movie. That's the first beat I ever made. And My Life is Hard to Live. You know, that beat too I made there. So from there I started to record. I used to go to the studio and record, and then one of them guys, he used to help me with videos because he do photographers and he do videography. So he helped me a lot, which is until today, you know, he's still doing videos and he's still helping me with most of the stuff.
So with the beats, I think I was watching you on Vice News or Pedestrian News or something like that, and you were talking to the interviewer. And you were saying, sometimes you get the beats. Like some other people might make you beats, but it sounds like you're the primary producer when it comes to these sort of things.
Yeah. When it comes to the beats, you know, like I always get a catchy melody. You know, it depends from, you know, because I always start with the bass.
Yeah.
And then just singing a melody, and then trying to get the sound that I wanted from the piano or the strings, and then I just get it, and then I just stick with that, and then it's simple, you know. I just like the beats, the hi-hat, the snares, and the beat and
just
the bass.
Going off feeling rather like
go with the feelings, you know. If it's a party song, going faster. If it's slow and emotional, going slow, you know. Like I just play with the tempo, you know.
Because I've got like all this like 20 years of music theory, you know, I've been studying, and I'm just like sometimes just going with
what you think.
What you think, when it comes out like...
Yep.
And when it comes to writing the melody, so you sort of sing something, or do you come up with like, you know, you go, here's my topic. Because like all the songs, like, you know, Take Me to Hungry Jack's, which is probably my favourite one, to be honest. And like Take Me to KFC, Take Me to the Moose. It seems like that's like the hook is the word. And then you sort of, do you go, that's going to be my catchphrase, I guess, for this song, and then build it out that way? Or what's the process to come up with lyrics like that?
First, like actually sometimes I go with categories. For example, if I write about Hungry Jack, I'm like, okay, maybe next time I'll write about makers. And then the lyrics will be easy. It will be easy to know what it's about.
Yeah.
Any beats I found, it will be easy just to know the you know, the culture.
The words come out.
It always come out just like that, you know. So that's why it's just easy to come out. But sometimes when I listen to the beats that I really want to write something that's meaningful, I always take time.
Yeah.
Like to listen to the melody first and know what it's all about, and then like write the.
Because there's definitely a distinction. I think people will know you, especially for those songs like, you know, Take Me to Hungry Jack's, Take Me to the Movies, you know, Meet Me on Facebook.
Yeah, those stuff like I just go with the beats, you know, because I get catchy melodies and catchy words, easy to say. because even kids can just easily
Yeah.
say it. That's why.
It's very different from like I think you just did a song with Outfit on Fleek, which was the new one that came out like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And that's like
this song is different, very
different.
different.
Like to what people wouldn't
It's very,
expect that.
it's very different. Yeah,
And that's with Outfit on Deck.
Yeah, Outfit on Deck. Yeah,
yeah.
it's very different. Yeah, so yeah, sometimes I divide my music into twos. When I'm with people, I write different, and then when I'm alone, I write different. With type of categories or with type of fans that would love to listen to the music that actually will enjoy.
Yeah. I've got to ask this. This is one from the guys of the other podcast I was talking about just before we were having a chat. Take You to the Movies and the few other songs off that time period. Was it about a certain someone, or was that just like no? I'm gonna just this feels right.
So long ago.
Yeah. It wasn't about anybody.
It's about the audience.
Yeah, it's just about the audience. It's just when I was.
Or was it an invitation?
Yeah.
An open invitation.
It was an invitation. When I was writing the beats, when I made the beats, and I was just going with the melody, I'm like, ding, 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 ding. So and then I start to play it over and over again, and then I just say, okay, let me try and write something about it, and then it just came out. So it wasn't about somebody specific that I really wanna take. So it wasn't about that, but it came out, and then.
Well, let's talk about it coming out, because it came out and it blew up straight away.
Actually, I never knew.
Really?
I never knew that, even when we were shooting the video, we were just playing around with the green screen and then putting whatever behind it, and then it's like editing it. One of us editing it in Richmond. Mm-hmm. So his name is Dom. So I was just editing it, playing around. I was in front of him. It's like, put this, put that. And then when it's done, it's like, okay, cool. Let's put it on YouTube and see what's going to happen.
It's amazing.
We just put it out there.
No expectation
I
whatsoever.
didn't know.
Just sort of put it out there for people to listen to.
Just to listen to and then to enjoy it. If they like it,
I think now it's obviously got over 1 million views. I think it's like past 10 million views.
Exactly, It's almost, it was 12 million, 12 something, million views.
That's amazing. So when did you first realize you were getting a lot of notoriety from that song?
That was 2012.
Yeah.
Because 2 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2009, and then 2 years later, then it started to pop up everywhere.
Yeah.
Even Jimmy Fallon will start to,
Oh, that's a...
Yeah.
Well, before we get to the Jimmy Fallon thing, because I don't like the guy in general.
Do not do as Jimmy Fallon show. You're trying to make fun. I'm like, okay.
I looked somewhere, and somewhere it said that you played a Big Day Out.
Yes, I did, yeah.
What year was that?
That was 2012 or 20...
Oh, okay. Because someone said it was 2010 or 2011.
Yeah. In between, 10 or 11.
I went to Wikipedia to see exactly when you were playing and who you were playing with, and you're not on the list, mate. So someone's going to get you updated on the Wikipedia page of that one.
Was that in 2011?
I checked 2010. I might have to check 2011.
Yeah. I played here in Sydney.
Oh, wow.
Too. Yeah, here in Sydney. Big Day Out.
So you got the call, so you put out this video, and then you get the call. Was that sort of like the first, I guess, big stage you played at, or did you play other gigs before that to sort of promote the single?
No, that was the big stage, outdoor. That's the big outdoor stage that I played first time. But before that I used to play indoor clubs. Yeah. But not as big as the Big Day Out. Big Day Out. So it was so packed and it was so crazy. And so it was fun too.
Yeah.
The Melbourne and the Sydney one. So it was good, So yeah.
Amazing. Imagine playing a Big Day Out.
Yeah, it's the dream, isn't it? Well, it was at the time.
Are we there at the 2010 one?
2010, I'd have to remember the headliners. But it went to a couple around then.
Yeah. Was 2011 Rage Against the Machine or something? I can't even remember.
I was at the Rage one.
Well, while you look up on that, let's talk about Jimmy Fallon a little bit. So Jimmy, I know. I heard the same thing when he brought it out. I was like, no. Bangz is a cultural icon here. For me, anyway, an Australian icon. And he came out and on his, what was his segment called? Do Not Play. Where, Fallon and the announcer basically, gave record a bit of a test. What was, and I thought what was your initial reaction to that?
Well, he was actually like actually it was somebody else tagged me. You know, I didn't even know if he was playing my song. Until someone tagged me on Twitter, and I look at the video, and then he was playing most of artists he put his like the album cover in the table, and then he mentioned them, and then my album cover just came there, and I'm like, oh, okay. He know me too. I'm like, and then he started to make fun, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. He's trying to make fun. I thought about it. I'm like, let's make fun of you too.
Yeah.
So, I made fun of him, and then he retweeted me back. He called me back on Twitter. We started to chat, and he's like, oh, we love your music over here in New York, and we are a big fan, and keep making the music, you know. That's and I'm like, yeah, I like, you know, thank you for putting me in the show.
Because I was gonna say, because you did do a rebuttal rap.
Yes, because he was kind of a bit joking, and I'm like, okay, let me joke with him too. So because his hand even was like, I don't know, his hand was hurt or he got broken hand. I'm not even sure. Yeah. So I was just went to the studio and used the same beat, and I just wrote something about it.
Oh, it's great. I love that sort of stuff. You have to have something fun.
It was
like
free
that.
Publicity, you know.
Well, that's it.
Yeah, for sure.
It gets international stage.
Exactly.
So when it comes to your writing process with the sort of, and you've sort of been just since then, like just still writing album after album, from what I can see.
Yeah, I've been writing like album after album until like 2013 or 2014.
Yeah.
Then I start to put out singles, you know, a bit of singles.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, it was like a decade ago, so I don't know what years that put album after album. So all I know that I had like at least 5 albums that I have released since I started the music, all 5 albums, plus the new one is coming now this year, so the 6th one.
That's
so
amazing.
so I put 5 albums out.
That's awesome.
For the last, but a lot of singles.
Would they have been released yourself, or did you have a label or someone helping you get the music out there?
No, I actually put them by myself, you know?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I used to put them out. I used to put them out for free.
Yeah,
They used to be all for free. I don't get money for that. Always just for shows. That's the only time I get money. But anything else, I just put on YouTube, and you know, until I made the app, you know.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, maybe it's a good idea to.
So if I was to ask, can I buy a vinyl, like a record or a CD of your first record? Do you have one available? You should re-release that. It's been like 12 years. You should re-release it.
I had the actual original.
That's
the
amazing.
original beats.
Like the master tapes?
Yeah. I have the CD, the original CD, until the 12 songs for the first album ever had to be up.
Yeah.
It's already, I have it until today, but most of the songs are already in the app.
Yeah.
You know, so if I try to take it out and then make it as a full album again, put it back, so the songs are already there. So I'm trying to focus on the new things now.
That's it.
The ones that are coming out.
No, that's fair enough. Long time ago, we're going to go back. I saw a video of you were working with Honda.
Oh, yeah.
The commercial.
Honda. That's 10 years ago too, like a decade or so. Honda, yes. You know, they just called me out of nowhere, and then, hey, we want you for a show. I mean, for an ad. And we're like, oh, okay, cool. And back then, we were just like, you know, excited for doing anything because we were, you know, early stage of the music. That's it. It was fun, you know. We did it at Fuscrit. Yeah. I think, it was somewhere around Fuscrit. Yeah, it was fun, you know.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you're releasing records, and let's talk about touring. Have you been touring? I mean, pre-pandemic, it's been easy to.
I haven't been touring, but I've been outside, but not for tour, just for visiting and just like going see new things. I was outside for a year and a half. Mm-hmm. But the last touring I did was, I can't even remember because the pandemic and all that.
Yeah,
so
it's been
I think
hard
around 2017, 2018.
Yeah, wow.
That time, you know. And I've been touring around Australia, inside Australia too.
Like. Yeah. And how's the rap scene in Australia? Because like I come from a rock and roll background. It's always fun to play like, you know, shows like that, and sort of, I guess, some venues are a little bit easy to get. Rap doesn't seem to get a bigger market here compared to
I don't think rap is something just for fun. People just listen to it and they feel like it, or people listen to it in a club. But if you're from Melbourne and you want to do a show, you have to have fans. Yeah. But if you want to go to perform, then the crowd will be like, we never heard of you before. Yeah. We never saw you before. So only big artists that from USA or big artists like 360 that he used to be big here. And this type of artists that they pull out people. But nowadays, like all the people rap for fun and making it just something as like they're trying way to get up there.
Yeah.
That's what I see. But yeah,
because you've sort of got a bit of a, especially on the new app, a collective of artists that you've just sort of taken almost under your wing and sort of to release their records.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So these artists have been known them for a long time, but they don't have much big fan base as they used to. So I'm like, okay, I'm trying to make this app for not only for them but for anybody. You know, even if your music's not even in English, you put it in just like as Spotify. You know, trying to make it like, but we're trying to make it as nice and ordering. You don't even have to upload your own music. All you have to do is just send it to us, and then we just upload it ourselves and we put it in order. So that's what I'm trying to let the young artists to come up and to be known by the fans who are using Chicky Chick app, which is now we have about 5,000 downloads.
Oh, I'm one of them.
You know? Thank you.
That's all right.
You know, so we're putting out there. We're trying to put it as a subscription. You know, so it's going to be $7.99 a month. So when you pay the money is going to go to the artists. Yeah. So we get more original albums to them to be in.
So let's talk about the app, because I think it was released about 2-3 years ago.
2018.
There you go. 4 years ago. My apologies.
Yeah.
What made you decide to move your the next chapter of your life? Why did you decide to go down this path here?
Well, I started actually with the games. It used to be just the game by itself.
Yeah.
Because whoever put me into technology was Evan Spiegel, the CEO of Snapchat.
Yeah.
Back early 2012, you know, he was kind of young CEO and he's kind of encouraging. So I'm like, cool, I want to make an app, you know. So I started to design it myself and I started to collaborate with other developers. Then I was into the game. And then from that, I used to put soundtrack on my own track. I'm like, if people want to play game, let them listen to my music. So I started to put my soundtrack, and then I started to put on more music.
Yeah.
And then I put all of my music in there. It's like you can play a game and listen to music at the same time. So you got two into one. I'm sure there's no app you do two in one.
Yeah.
So now I'm trying to be more into music, but at the same time we're going to develop more games.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to focus into these artists that are out there.
Get the artists in first and put out more games.
Games will be coming later, but for now I'm trying to get the artists out there and let them hear.
So you like I'm going to learn to code, develop.
I do design. I do web design and app design, and but the coding, I don't do the coding. So somebody else doing that.
Yeah, nice.
All I do, I just design, and I tell him that I need this to be like that design and this design, and
Now I'm gonna say I downloaded the Chicky Chick app.
Yep.
And that game is goddamn hard as
it is. It's not only you, the first one to tell me that. They've been telling me it's so hard. I'm like, even me myself, I was playing it. It was a bit hard, and I'm like, man, okay, maybe the next update, which is for sure the next update, I'll try to take one out, so the game will be a bit bigger, So then you can go through. It will be much easier.
For people who haven't played it, it's like a what was it? Flappy Bird, kind of similar but different in very many different ways.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but it's a bit. Flappy Bird was hard too, but people were getting through it. But the Chicky Chick one, people started to be like, it's a bit hard. I'm like, okay, I got you. Just wait for the next update, which is the next couple of months coming. Yeah. Which is gonna be with the albums too. So you got a lot, but with new design and everything. So any updates you want to know about the app, or you want to know what's the next artist, you go to chickachick.com and then you just know what's coming next.
It's kind of like in the 70s, you'd buy a record and you'd get a poster or some badges or something. Nowadays, you buy an album, you get a game.
Exactly.
It's the new wave of music technology. Yeah,
you get something because you want consumers,
Yeah.
So put the video clips up there as well.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of that, but I'm trying to make. For now, I'm trying to make it as an audio and games. Yeah. Maybe it's gonna be video. Maybe it's gonna be chat. Maybe it's going to
do
be
like the whole what Spotify does. You can watch a bit of the video, the
Yeah.
lyrics up there. And
I think that's a good idea too. Man, there's a lot to come. That's why it's a long-term vision,
Yeah,
something for many years to come. So I'm trying to focus into that now a lot, but I'm trying to focus into more artists than my album.
Yeah.
This is the last album for me.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'll just put other artists,
Because you said that you've been writing over the past couple of years this album coming out.
Yeah, I've been writing like so many songs that some of them are not even in the album. Yeah. That I used to write singles, I just putting out there. But this album I'm trying to make it specific.
Yeah.
And is original beats, original lyrics, everything is there.
And what's the mood of the album? Is it more?
It's mixed.
Yeah,
you will listen to it.
You just,
Even me myself, I can't even stop rewinding the songs. Like right now, only 4 tracks I have recorded. Every time I just keep rewinding them.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't wait. You know.
Yeah.
I can't wait for people to hear it. I was like, you know. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, so hopefully it will be finished by the end of the month.
Yeah.
You know, and definitely it's gonna.
So Cheeky Chick, it'll be up on Cheeky Chick.
Yep. It's gonna
absolutely.
be. You listen to it and play at the same time game, or if you want to listen to it in log screen, you can. Or if you just want to play the game, you can. So you got 2 things, and then the other things you got what do you call it? You got leaderboard too. You know,
yes,
other people are playing, then you can see what number you get up to, and then you see the names there, and then you can.
I've seen the names. I'm nowhere close.
You know, you can communicate. Like the next update that we're gonna make it like more better
more
and
social
more
media,
clear.
like social.
You know, so you can see actually who's number who and what is what.
Yeah.
So everything is coming. Hopefully this year everything will be just ready.
And I guess like with all the new artists coming on board as well, is there a potential like, hey, let's book a venue as well, like do some live gigs with it as well?
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do right now. At first, I put them out there, and then first to get to be known by how many people to listen to that, and then I'm trying to put the show out there for them, so then I could get involved more artists to come in too. You know? I'm trying to get as much as people out there, the one that who doesn't have voice.
Just becoming a manager,
you know,
just a talent scout
that's
manager,
my job.
CEO.
You know, I'm trying. That's my job. You know, because that's what I've been always dreaming to do.
Yeah.
Like just create another community, you know, own community for the people out there to be. It's not just only gonna be hip hop. It's gonna be you know, rock.
I was gonna say, especially for a small like Australian rap music like this, I can't name anyone that have lasted very long.
They're either really huge names or
Iggy Azalea.
Iggy Azalea. She's in the US, right?
Yeah. I can't even think of another one that's sort of made any sort of mainstream. Connection.
What happened to 360?
I couldn't even tell you. To be honest.
It's a name I've not heard in a long time.
Yeah, me too. I haven't heard for a long time.
Yeah.
You know.
So you're the premier rap artist of Australia.
The longevity is great.
For me myself, I look at it like I'm not like, you know, people are still like. I feel like I've been quiet for a while. That's why I don't see myself like as.
You say
but back
that.
then, it used to be like, oh, you know.
Well, you say that, but you've been consistently putting out like every couple of years. I mean, you know, everything like from Take Me to the Movies and the Facebook. But, you know, I think you've been to every single fast food chain in Australia at this point in time.
Well, that's the categories, you know. I just go with the flow, you know. Take you to this, take you to this, take you to this, you know. So,
well, look, I thought to myself, I want to try and write a rap song as good as Bangz.
The Bangz formula.
A Bangz formula. And I'm trying to come up with some ideas. So it's...
What is it about?
Okay, so this one's called Take You to Bunnings.
Okay.
Which I think, because, like, you know, we're all getting older. I've had to make repairs in my house. But I think, you know, you can focus on buying things like plants, getting a trolley, getting a sausage afterwards. Very important.
You see, that's funny, though.
Yeah, that's it. But, like, you know, would you go like I'm thinking, do you go the innuendo route, going, oh, touch my wood, we're going to go get nailed, checking you out? Like, can you...
I think that's moving away from the formula too much.
I know.
One thing I've noticed is that there's an appreciation for... I know that rap music has sometimes got a reputation for misogyny, violence and things like that, but your music seems... The lyrics especially are so wholesome and people have a lot of appreciation for that you just want to treat the ladies well, and that's really great.
Yeah, because when it comes to music, I divide my music into two because I know what type of my fans, what type of fans they are, you know, because most of them are kids and most of them are, you know, so that's why I'm trying to divide them into two, you know, so when there's music that with violence and with all this and that, I put it somewhere special, and then for the other one, I'm trying to, you know, most of the time I'm trying to write clean lyrics, you know, which is all of my albums right now. All these are just clean. There's no any.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's commendable. There is nothing wrong with that, but sometimes you just gotta be different.
Yeah,
that's all. I just want to be different. I want to be like understandable to rich people out there that they never heard of me. So when they play it even in the radio, it could be clean. You know, so everything will be just...
Don't have to censor it
catchy,
all like
you know?
Black was like last year. It's just all blanketed out. Or something.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, this coming album, you know, like it has like three songs start with Take You. So now, now I thought it's gonna be like Take You to Domino's. It's gonna be next.
I mean,
and then Take You to Wendy's, and then Take You everywhere.
That's it.
Wow.
That's the 3 singles.
Oh,
thing
the only
from
other one
album.
I've got here is Take You to Aldi's. Because
Man.
because like you know times are hard to get some cheap stuff. The booze is cheap and you can get in on those special buy aisle. That's the one. Those are the. I don't know if this is the way you write raps, but this is how I'm trying to write stuff.
Maybe, you never know. I just make things for fun, you know.
Yeah,
I just like to people enjoy it and laugh, because when they laugh, they make me laugh too, you know. I'm like,
well,
okay,
that's,
cool.
and I think that comes across within the videos. Like again, watch a whole plethora of your videos, and you can just see the enjoyment and the fun you have just making those videos. It's obviously with your friends. What is the video crew like these days? Is it just 1 or 2 people, or is it
Most of the time it's just only me.
Yeah.
Me and the video, because other people out there, like, everybody is busy and everybody's trying to do things, but me, sometimes when I do it alone, it actually become more even fun, you know.
Yeah.
So because I do other other characters.
Yeah.
Sorry. So I do these kind of characters and different places with different different clothes. So it's like when I watch it all alone, I'm like, oh damn, okay, it's actually fun, you know. And when I put it out there, it's become even more funnier, you know.
I was gonna say the one scene that sticks in my mind is the Take You to Hungry Jack's video, and you're standing at the front of the logo, pouring sauce on the burger. And I'm like, there's probably like 2 or 3 guys working in Hungry Jack's going, what is that guy doing out there?
It was actually no one was there. You know?
Yeah,
it was out, you know. So yeah, before I do the video clip, I always have specific places or specific time and specific location for the video, and I'm like, okay, now it's time for the shoot. Let's do it. Yeah. So I make sure everywhere is clean, you know, and then I just start shooting it. You know, have fun about it, and then when I come and edit it, and then it just.
So you've been editing all the videos as well.
Yeah, I edit all my videos, and you know.
Hey, Jack, master of all trades: video, audio, apps,
location scouting.
All I have is this crappy podcast. This is all. This is
all you need.
If that.
Well, I'm still chasing. There's a lot of things that I still didn't reach out there. You know? I still need to get us. My aim is just to get as much as artists as I can and reach to the big artists, international artists too. And I want to get more female artists too. So it will take time, but I just have to be patient and then get as much as I can right now. But it's the more consumers I have, the more artists I will get, you know, because what bring more artists is consumers, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm just waiting for Bangfest, like a big Bangz Fest, like the big rap. Like, you know, all your artists, put them on stage like a big day out.
Oh, like a Jizz Fest kind of thing.
Yeah. You know, like a big music festival.
All the artists you see.
Yeah.
On the app, they will be like
and then you headline one by one. Right at the top. At the top.
Yep. Hopefully one day.
That sounds awesome.
You know.
Oh my goodness gracious me! There's just so much to your career. You know, look. The last sort of thing is, who's influencing the latest album? Like, you know, a lot of new rappers have come onto the scene in your 12-year career. I noticed that one of your videos looked like you similar styling to some Kendrick Lamar. There was one of them. I wrote it down and I can't remember it now. Keep your head up. The video.
Oh yeah. Keep your head up. That was in the Blue album. Yeah. It was my inspiration too. You know, when I look at the video and I'm like, okay. Let me try and do something similar and the same story, and you know, he was my inspiration too. So I'm like, okay, let me try to shoot something similar to that.
And is there any artists going forward in the current modern day artists who's inspiring you these days? Who do we listen to get the Bangz inspiration?
Well, much actually. There is no much artists influencing me. It's me myself, because right now I'm getting like ideas from Take You, whatever I say, take you to this, and then I'm like, okay, let me try and take you to, you know. So I get the idea that what I want to write about, and then make the beats, and then because I actually look at the stories and then write about it straight away. So most of the time, you know, I write about things like hopes and life in general, what happened, and then I write about it straight away. Like, I don't listen to an artist to full album and then I'm like, okay, let me write something about this. Because I already have the songs in my head that is already written, that is already, all it needs to be done, just record it and just be out there. So not much, but I listen to underground artists from UK most of the time. I don't know if you know Joe Black. He's a good artist. That's the guy that I listen to a lot, you know. and other guys, underground artists. I don't listen to big artists nowadays, you know, because I want to get the underground to get them
something different.
I'm trying to get to know them until I reach to them closer, and then trying to get them to the app, you know, hopefully. So that's what I've been listening to right now. Like I don't listen to big like other people like Drake, like all, you know, big stuff. I don't listen to that much. All my eyes on just on the
See,
Hobsons.
I was saying Kanye West is following your lead of making an app, putting his music on it.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he released his new album on a
On his own app.
an exclusive app.
Exclusive, yeah. So he's just following
okay.
the Bangz method. Like,
I didn't know.
Straight down the line. All he's missing is the games.
Man, when I see him, I'll be like, I started it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I started. You didn't know. You just didn't know that. You know, like look at the year. You know, look at the year.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Exactly.
so much things, you know, people didn't know. Even me, 2010, when I started the music, some artists right now they just came out. It's like we started this. You know, it's like now you're trying to come out. It's your time to shine, to get a word and all that. But we started it back before they even know who's who.
Mate,
the
absolute positivity that comes out of you from your music to what you're talking about, the passion that you have is just absolutely phenomenal. And I hope, you know, the people that are listening to this can see, like, you know, you are for real, 100% for real.
Yeah, I believe, you know, even me, I kind of stopped listening to it myself, even. You know? I can't say that I'm for real, I am for real, you know. So I believe that people will love it because I have already fans that are waiting, you know. Plus, I got, you know, like, all over the Western world, you know, everywhere, even South Africa, you know, I got people like reaching. They are so excited about the album, and I'm like, oh, this the last album because it's the last album. People will be like, oh, okay, cool, you know. So we can't wait to hear it. When will it be out? When will it be out? So I'm like, just wait, you know. When it hit, that's it, you know.
And that's all you ever want as an artist is people wanting to hear the next.
The
next stage.
This album is all different because the beats I'm all collecting the beats from different producers.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be all sound different and all that. So cool. I haven't made the beats at all. So from everybody sent me the beats. I'm trying to collect as much as I got 14 tracks. So that's mean I'll record them.
Perfect length for an album. 10 tracks. That's
so 14 track and then that's it. It will be all out there and enjoy it.
And can we get a sneak? What's the album going to be called? What's the working title?
It's the last album.
Last album?
Yeah, called
that's
the last album.
Wow.
So that's the last. Yeah, so the artwork will be out soon. So I haven't put the artwork out yet. So I want to finish the track first, then put the artwork out.
Amazing.
Have you got a date in mind that you?
No. Yeah, so
for 2022.
Yep, it's this year.
This year?
No months even, but all I know is just coming this year.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, look, Bangz, I don't think I have any more questions. I've gone through all my notes and all my terrible jokes about going to Bunnings and going to Aldi's as well.
Hopefully, maybe we'll be in the second last
That's
album.
Right. The table scraps album, the leftovers. Where can people find all of your stuff? If people wanted to check out your music, your app, where can people find it?
Like right now, you can download the app on Google Play and App Store.
Yep.
It's only called Chicky Chick.
Yep.
CHICKI.
Yep.
That's where it has all my music in there.
Perfect.
Like, that's everything is there. But if you want to go check the videos, you can go to YouTube and then write your Boi Bangz and then I'm there. Or you want more updates, you can go to chickychick.com. You know? That's the only 3 places that I put my music there and and
you're on social media, so you're on
I'm on
Twitter,
Instagram. Yeah, I'm on Instagram
Twitter.
at Bangzgrams. I'm on Twitter at your Boi Bangz. So that's most of the time that's where I use my
amazing.
Yeah.
Well, people absolutely go check out Bangz. He's got so much
much to come.
So much already happened and so much to come obviously in the future as well. Well, thank you both of you for coming in today. Berg for being my co-host today.
I'm just glad to be sitting here.
Thank you so much for coming in today. Thanks so much today. Well, look, if you want to get in contact with us, make sure you email us at weonlydoonettakepodcast@gmail.com, and we're available on SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next time.
Yep. Cool.
We're done, Maddie.
Ooh,
thank you so much.
Nice.
Yeah, cool.
It was fun, actually. Ooh.